Right, folks, we're just waiting for the API Property Group GTI Challenge to come out onto the track for their opening race.
Welcome to Lime Property Management, where the efficient management of your community scheme is at the heart of everything we do. Our dedicated team provides superior property management services, ensuring that your property is in good hands and that your investments grow. With Lime Property Management, experience vibrant solutions, transparent communication, and a squeeze of innovation in every interaction. Call us today or visit lime.capetown and let's cultivate your community scheme's future together. Lime Property Management, leading, innovative, motivated, energetic.
Right, so other than Lime Property Management, a big thanks to Pertamina Fostron, a big thanks to Interceptor Shoewear, Porsche Club, King Tony Tools, and then a big thanks to Castrol. They sponsor the bridge together with the City of Cape Town. They sponsor the spinning pitch, and they also sponsor the race tower and the commentary box area. A big thanks as well to the City of Cape Town and as well to Smile FM, or also known as Smile 90.4 FM. The WPMC shuttle is busy working its way around. A big thanks to Hyundai Milnerton for the provision for that shuttle. So if you need to go anywhere from the pit area all the way around turn 4, turn 3 and get dropped off by turn 2, you can. I don't think too many people want to move wherever they are at right now, but you're more than welcome to do so. Just waiting for the rescue and recovery vehicles to get those cars back into the pit area that's stranded there on the outside of turn 5, Pertamina Fostron. And the moment the marshals have got those cars and the breakdown services have got those vehicles back to the pit area, we will continue with API Property GTI Challenge over 6 laps. I think the replays are now done. Yep, here we go with the API Property GTI Challenge over 6 laps. There are lots and lots if they all come out of Class C cars. A
Frankie?
decent amount of Class B, but only 4 Class A cars.
Is this splash 1 of splash 2s for the day?
Well, I must say for now, the rain has cleared up. The telltale hill there towards Melkhorst is completely visible. So the track is very wet, but at least the rain has gone and we've got some form of visibility out of our commentary box windows. We've had to open windows here. It's pretty cold, but we had no choice. Otherwise, we'll see nothing through the windows. Right, so who is in pole for Class B? I think it might be Mohammed Kalfi, if I'm not mistaken. We'll just wait and see. I'm skipping Class A for now.
Frankie, while you were doing the interviews, it was in fact Kalfi that was up front. It is still Kalfi with Ryan van Eerden, who I think is the top point scorer in the class at the moment.
Yeah, Zaki Hendricks and Faisal Jacobs, they will be on the second row of Class B. Class A, only 4 cars out there. Remember that Jean-André Marais and Nathan Victor are doing Polar Cup, the Nationals in East London, and Marco Busi is there with them as well. So it's Geldenhuys, Hubert, Swart, and Oliver Hintenhuis. That's the 4 Class A cars in that order on the first 2 rows of the grid. The pole sitter for Class C, if my facts are right, is, it is Dylan van Heerden. Then Mark Fontini, Zach Leyden, Daniel Muna, and Adriano Ferrari in Class C. Then we've got Ace Flashman Finneran and Tristan Hubert and the rest of them all the way down to P30. Reza Levy, if he starts, will start at the back of class and at the back of the field because he went off into turn 1 on the outside while the qualifying laps were on. So Reza, who is a good little karter, that's for sure, did not post a time. So he will start at the back of the field if he is going to take part at all. And I certainly hope he does because he's a good little karter and a great little race driver. So that 76 car you see there, that is Ollie Hintenhuis.
Looks like the GTI Challenge boys, somebody forgot to tell them that it's rainy and wet out there.
Well, you know, but it doesn't matter what you tell these guys. They are going to race, whether it is dry, wet, sun, hot, cold, windy, it makes no difference. They will race.
Well, there's a lap board that's busy coming down there. I suppose it's going to confirm 6 laps.
I would think so, yes. On our screen it says 6 laps on our timing device. Sean Liebenberg, that's a 75 car you see there. That is a new driver car combination.
The guy that's got the car in reverse.
Yeah. Brake lights on. Looks like it's in reverse because of the camera that's on it. Oh, this is going to be some good stuff. Well, there's Ollie Hintenhuis. He's one of 4 Class A cars. The others are all ahead of him. Skull Geldenhuys is the man that will be in pole position. Mohammed Kalfi, that is the man just behind them that you see that's in pole for Class B.
And he's got Ryan van Eerden and Zaki. So that's a 3-way battle that's going to be. Oh, and
let's not forget Faisal Jacobs, correct.
And the quietly spoken Brent van der Schyff is in there as well. So this is going to be pretty good. There was a time that Class A was the main thing. There was a time that Class B was the main thing. Today, I believe Class C is going to be the real deal because that is where the most cars are. Will they make it through turn number 1? We're about to find out.
Well, they all went on 1 light. Normally they do the 3-light sequence. They all left. There was gaps between A and B, B and C. 1 light on, 1 light off, and they all fly away through turn number 1. And everybody has made it through turn 1. Brilliant, brilliant stuff.
Well, into turn 2 they go. So far, so good. Everybody's staying away from the deep patches of water. Let's see if everybody can make it through turn number 2 as well. See Daniel Muna running around on the outside line. All looks pretty good so far. The guys are doing a brilliant job out there. A big pack of cars, and everybody's doing it right.
Tons and tons of Class C cars out there. We had a car that went very wide in Castral Corner, and it was a Class B car, but he picked it up very nice indeed. That car you see going through a shot there That was the car that went very wide in Castrol, but he's pulled it all together again. As you see the Class A, B, and C guys work up the hill. Now, it is Yuri Swart that leads them down the back straight towards turn number 5. He is the leader in class and overall leader going down into turn number 5 into Fostron corner. Into Fostron he goes. Oh, and he's off the circuit. He's off the circuit. Is Umpi. Umpi Swart in turn 5 has gone playing in the mud there. Is he back on again? I think he may be, but he would have lost a lot of positions, Gaza.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you can see he doesn't have the pace coming out of the corner, and that's why he's been closed down. And in fact, it is Skull Keldenace that's gone to the front of Class A. And then I think it's Ollie Hintenas is the next man that's coming through there. We'll try and pick up as much info as we can for you. You can see about as much as what we can.
And Gaza, the leader of Class C, he's in first in class and P5 overall. He's virtually plumb center in the middle of Class B.
Well, lots and lots of water that's still busy coming down at the moment as we see the leaders going into turn 2. All seems to be going under the circumstances. If you think how competitive this class is, it's actually gone exceptionally well so far.
Right, cars working their way through Castrol corner. It's a combination of B and C. This is the Class A boys you see working their way up the hill into Sarl Sweep. And Skull Keldenace is the man that sits out there in P1. Ollie Hintenas was in second. I think Swart might have just taken that second place back, and he has done so. As they go down the back straight, as you watch this group of cars heading up the hill towards turn 4. We'll pick up the leaders now going down the back straight towards turn 5 Fostron. So it is Skull Keldenace on track with Umpi Swart there in that second spot.
I almost think it could be Zaki Hendricks that's gone up into the lead of Class B as they splash their way down the back main.
Well, have a look as they come down towards us. But I'll see a lot of motor cars go through. I don't know where that is. So the leading Class A cars are going through. There's Ollie Hintenas coming past us now. That 7 car, that is Hendricks. He sits second in class. As a matter of fact, Shane Williams is the leader of Class B with Hendricks second. And the pole sitter, Mohammed Kalfi, is in P4 in class. But look at Mark Fontini. Mark Fontini sits second just behind the leading Class B car.
Well, that is a very, very tight battle, but we're going to have to very soon break away to the entrance to turn number 3 because that is where the battle is with the 2 lead vehicles.
One light system doesn't work.
There they come down towards us now. Skull Keldenace and Umpi Swart. Umpi Swart has in fact gone past Skull Keldenace. Ollie Hintenas holds on to that 3rd position. Then it is Joubert. Then the first of the Class B cars. That's the 46 car of Williams. And can you believe it? Behind that, the leading Class C, Mark Fontini, ex-South African V8 oval track champion, is the next man coming through behind that.
Well, if we can pan to turn number 3 into Interceptor, you will find that Golf is right there with those Class B cars. We watch just not coming up the hill. And no, this is not the group that I'm talking about right now. This is the... There he goes through. You just saw him in screenshot there. He was working his way through. He's right there with those Class B cars. Down the back main they go. And it is indeed, as we have a look and see, we've got down the back main, we've got Mohammed Kalfi that's having a go there at Zaki Hendricks. And right with that group of cars, there is the Mark Fontini Golf that's heading down into turn 5 Fostron.
I don't think that'll be a nice thought for the Class B guys to have a Class C car right amongst them. Williams still leading out from Hendricks, Kalfi, Van Eeren and a Volskink in that Class B battle. The Class C battle, second in class behind Fontini, is in fact, there's somebody off in turn 5. It is in fact Van Eeren that is in 11th position and second in class.
Right, have a look at all these Class C cars working their way into turn number 1. The cameras are very, very hazy indeed. It is virtually impossible to pick up all the cars. Mark Fontini is sitting way out. As a matter of fact, if we can pan to Castrol Corner, You'll see that golf there. That is the man that sits in P5 and P1 in Class C. That is Fontini. Busy making his way through. Then Hendricks is in there behind him, followed by Van Eerden, Golfie, and then the second golf that you see in that group, that is Van Eerden. And just behind him is Wayland Volskenk.
Well, Van Eerden has gone to front end of class, so I think he'll be pretty chuffed with that one. But it's a long way from over. There's still 3 laps to go, and just keeping it on the island alone is going to be very difficult. Keeping in mind that Umpi Swart in Class A leads out from Skalkaldenhuis and Ollie Hintenaars. That is your first, second, and third.
If we go down into turn number 5, we'll have a look and see there that Oliver Hintenaars and Williams is right there with each other. That's the 2 of them that's making their way out of Fostron corner, and that is Hintenaars and Williams, car 76 and 46, that's making their way under the bridge. That is Hintenaars, and right behind him is the 46 car of Shane Williams.
Then the next car to come through behind that, can you believe it, Fontini, a Class C car in the wet, showing the boys the way around.
Well, Mark Fontini can, and then right behind him is Zaki Hendricks. Then it's Van Eerden. Behind Van Eerden is Golfie, and there you see Van Eerden coming through. That's Dylan Van Eerden, that is sitting 9th overall and 2nd in class.
There was Zach Leyden that just went through ahead of Mario Roux, who has not come through. So Zach Leyden finds himself 5th overall in class right now.
Trying to find the Class A guys, because we've given them a miss. Here they come, down the back straight. Down the back main comes your leader overall and in class. That's Judy Swart. Skalkaldenhuis is right behind him. Then we've got a Class C back marker. There is Swart. That's Kaldenhuis. That's the Class C back marker that's heading down into turn number 5. And then we have got Ollie Hintenaars that is coming through. We'll see Oliver Hintenaars, and right behind him is Shane Williams.
So Ollie Hintenaars doing a brilliant job, and that red car, that Polo you see coming towards you, that in fact is Williams as he works his way down into turn 5, and he is leading out the class. That is Class B. And directly behind him is the leader of a Class C, which is in fact Mark Fontini, that should come into view in a couple of seconds from now.
Yeah, you'll see him come out behind that building very soon. There he comes, splashing his way through the water. P5 and first in Class C, Mark Fontini, oval track racer of note of the famous Fontini racing family. He sits there in 5th position. Hendricks is coming through. There goes Fontini under the bridge. Behind him is Zaki Hendricks. Then it's Dylan Van Eerden. Mohammed Golfie coming through. Ryan Van Eerden. And then behind him is Wayland Volskenk. And then Ruan Eis coming through as well in P11. Followed by, no, that's not Zach Leyden. Zach Leyden just making his way underneath the bridge now. But that is the whole group that I mentioned there that's working their way towards turn 1. So looks like we lost picture, but we are back again. Hope the people at home didn't lose the picture, but we've got our monitors back again. So there they go through Castro corner, whole group of cars making their way through Castro. The checkered flag is out. The checkered flag is out, and here comes Judy Swart and Skalkaldenhuis coming home across the line, 1st and 2nd. We're waiting for Ollie Hintenaars to come through. There's a couple of back markers in a Class C. Boy, do we get to lap 6 pretty quickly if they cut the laps. Here comes Ollie Hintenaars towards the line. And then behind Hintenaars, we will have
Williams.
Yes, Williams coming through. He will win Class B. And then behind him, Gaza, will be the winner of Class C in P5. That will be Mark Fontini. Here comes Mark.
That surely is going to be the driver of the race. Mark Fontini, Class C, all the way from a massive Class C, and that up to 5th overall. Behind Fontini will be Zaki Hendricks, the first of the Van Edens, and Kalfi, that was the fastest qualifier in Class B, drops down to 4th overall, and that ahead of Volskenk.
Yeah, then Ryan van Eden taking the flag as well. Volskenk coming through. And the rest of the guys, there's Zach Leyden coming through as well. The 45 car of Reza Levy also gets to the checkered flag. And then Mario Roux in Class B, way down. Obviously, track conditions, he will finish in P14. Overall is Mario Roux, and he runs in Class B. Kalfi gets shown here in P18, Mohammed Kalfi.
Did Reza Levy not start from the back?
He did. Well, he was supposed to, yes, because
that's amazing.
He never posted a time, Reza Levy.
From 27th to 13th.
That's brilliant stuff. Well, that's where the karting experience comes in. Levy from the famous Levy Racing family as well.
Well, folks, we try to bring you as much info as possible, but very, very difficult to see much in the wet conditions. But as you know, in the history of Kalahari International Raceway, we don't stop meetings very easily. As far as possible, have car, will drive.
1 minute 39.384 was the fastest lap set by Yuri Umpi Swart. So that concludes the API Property Group GTI Challenge race number 1. And we move on with the program. And the weather so far, dull and gloom, but looking pretty okay. At least our telltale hill towards Melkbos is completely visible once again.
Just a big shout out to all the API Property Group guys who are here today. I met them last night at the Sunningdale Soccer Club. Great bunch of guys, and big shout out to them for sponsoring GTI Challenge.
Okay, it's only going to be like 16 of them out there in all, yeah. Well, as the Fire Bucky does a reconnaissance lap, we move on to the Lauda Classic cars for their first race of the day, and it looks like it's going to be a 6-lapper. For this lovely class, one of my favorites, one of Francois' big favorites as well.
Yeah, I'm a big lover of the classic cars. Doesn't look like everyone's out there. Franco Donadio in the Chevy Can-Am. That's going to be something to behold. He's going to have to try and control the power and not spin. Michael Hitchcock in the Ford Mustang. Glenn Aiton Bogart in the Ford Granada Piranha. Trevor Momberg. Lovely to see young Jared Evans here in the Capri Mark 1. All the way back from the UK. Ferdy Maton, also in a Mustang. And Father Brian Evans is out there also in that beautifully turned on Escort built there by Richard Quixley. Lovely car. Wayne Lotter, also in an Escort. Robert Rowe in the BMW. And Trevor Hutchings, well, he'll be out in the Sirocco, the orange one. Lane Hutchings in the Golf.
To see out there.
Yeah, I know we won't miss him. Matthew Rowe in his little 202. It's got multiple colors on it. Calvin Beekman in that Morris Minor. Now that's what we call the greatest feat of engineering. There's so many pipes and wires inside that engine compartment for various purposes. And then Davy de Beer out in his Escort. Nice to see Davy there.
Unfortunately, I did see on the group that Davy had withdrawn, and yesterday we saw some footage which was internal on the group on Wayne Lotter that went off on the exit of turn 3 Interceptor, turned it right around and went nose first into the barrier. Luckily nose first, not at an angle. Definitely took the radiator and some of the nicer looking parts off the front of the car. Within a half an hour of that footage being posted on the internal group, there was a message from Davy de Beer saying, "Don't worry, I've got panels for you." So if that car is out on the circuit, they've obviously had their own spare radiator, and Davy de Beer has come to the party to make sure that Wayne Lotter gets that Class B Ford Escort 2-litre out on circuit again.
Yeah, that will mean, Francois, that Dean and the guys obviously burnt the midnight oil to get that car out on track if it should be out there.
But is it not nice? We talk about this family of racing. That you want to have a competitor that does go out and do battle with you, that you actually offer him armory to come and join you in battle. It's so